Hey, this is Tom with Fresh Vintage. Today we have two very special guests. We have this gentleman right here,
Hi, my name's James Contreras. I'm from Point Pleasant, New Jersey.
and
We,
we have this awesome machine. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about this, James?
sure, this is Wilbur the Wagon. It's a 1958 Oldsmobile Fiesta, dynamic 88 Fiesta station wagon. I've had it now for about 10 years this time. This was my first car when I was in high school. I sold it, and then 10 years later found it and bought it back. It was actually in Shreveport, Louisiana. Bought it back sight unseen, and a couple car accidents, almost lost it during Hurricane Sandy up in New Jersey, and got it back, and now it's kind of where it is today.
And folks, we're in an ocean of cars, and we were here yesterday in the indoor car show, and I locked in. I stopped and stared. From the paint, you said it's candy apple red, right?
Yep, candy apple red.
To
Yep.
the chrome to the white. I was like, this thing is fantastic. There's actually another dynamic 88 here that has a whole story in itself. But let's tell me about the car. You said you got it from Shreveport?
Yeah, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Okay.
A gentleman was actually selling the car to somebody over in Germany.
Okay.
And the guy in Germany kept saying, hey, I need more information on the car, I need more information. And when I had sold the car previously, I had put up an ad on cardomain.com saying, if anybody sees this car, please contact me. And when the guy I bought it from went online, he found my ad, contacted me, and sold the car back.
Wonderful.
So I bought it back for $3,000.
Oh, wow.
A little more
What
in
a
it
deal, huh?
at that point now, but the car, like I said, we had ended up putting a motor in it, a transmission. There's an LT1 out of a 90s Vet in it right now with a 4L60 overdrive trans. We had the floors done as well, and I drove the car not in this condition for about 2 years. And then right after the day after I started dating my now wife, I had gotten in a car accident. Somebody actually hit the whole right side of the car. Whole right side was redone, so this is a replacement fender, two replacement doors. And then we went to, through a restoration process. It took about 1.5 years, just body down to bare metal, the whole car. And after that 1.5 year restoration, 7 calendar days later, I got rear-ended. So had to pull the frame. We had to redo part of the back, and we ended up putting rims and tires on at that point. Then it started going. I'm starting to do the chrome. We just had a full rewire done on the inside. So the car is coming along pretty well.
Yeah, it looks fabulous. I would never guess. I mean, it looks stunning.
Thank you.
And I saw it, and then I saw your shirt yesterday. Guy, he had a jetty with a skeleton carrying a surfboard, and I was like, "You have a surfboard on?" And you're telling me you're going to bring one down, right?
Yeah, it's a bit of a drive. From New Jersey, it took us about 10 hours to get here.
So we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, and this guy drove, and his wife over there. Hey, drove from New Jersey down here. So bravo, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a long drive. So putting a board on the roof of the car for 10 hours isn't really reliable. Yeah. We're going to have hopefully a shorter board that will fit in the car for the next trip down. But it was a great ride, and we're going to haul back 10 hours today. So
definitely.
Should be good.
And could we, forgive me, I didn't ask you about this, but could we look at the engine real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
Hood? Okay. You said this was an LT1 motor?
Yep. Yeah, we got this out of a wrecked 94 Vet.
Oh, okay.
It's aluminum heads, it's 350, 300 horse. We did an MSD Opti Spark and the cold air, and that was really all that we did to the car.
Oh, nice.
And it runs perfect, thank God. Recently, we just did the dual master cylinder with disc brakes on the front, Willwood calipers. That was a blessing in disguise. Relocated the battery to the trunk, and we're still working on the wiring here, as you can tell. That's going to be finished hopefully when we get back.
But you're never really done with them, right?
No. The one big thing we just did too was an electric wiper conversion. It was on a vacuum system prior to this, and the wipers just didn't work. So it's nice to actually have that reliability.
Yeah.
In case it starts raining like it did yesterday.
Yeah.
Again, really big thanks to the good guys for getting me inside yesterday. I couldn't imagine what the show would have been if we were sitting in the rain all day.
Oh, I could imagine. Yeah. So so we're gonna wrap up with a walk around the car, but we do have an awesome thing here, an awesome children's book series.
Yeah. So with the car, I was inspired by my now 6-year-old nephew. He was 2 at the time, to write some children's books about the car, and the theme behind it is Wilbur the Wagon. So the wagon starts off on a farm and then wants to always find the beach and get there. So that's one of the books in the series. They're all found on Amazon. You can go on wilburthewagon.com. Basically, we're doing what we can to promote the book and have some fun with the car in the meantime.
Yeah, absolutely.
So recently, we're booking some wedding events too. So I'm going to be chauffeuring
Okay.
a couple people in the car in a week, and then on top of it, we have another one planned in August. So it's just you know, a little shameless plug for the car. And then on top of it too, we're doing something called Fill the Wagon. We do charitable donations. So what we do is we take non-perishable food, we fill the wagon up, and we deliver them to food banks in need. So hoping to turn it more into like a wagon thing than just a Wilbur thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of one of the aspirations I want to get to.
That's awesome. Yeah. And do you have a website, I think?
I do. Like I said, wilburthewagon.com.
There we
go on there, you can see anything, whether it be booking the car through Haggerty Drive Share, or we book it through wilburthewagon.com, either way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you said you wanted to walk around the car too?
Yeah, let's do a quick walk around the car here.
Sure.
And we'll just walk around here. So you see we have 88 here.
Yeah, they're American Racing torque thrusts, 17s in the front, 18s in the back, 4-inch lip in the back. The paint, as we said, it's House of Color paint. Candy apple red with a flat black base. The white has a light pearl to it, so on the side bullets and the roof, you can see there's a little pearl in the white. BF Goodrich tires. In terms of all the glass, a lot of the glass was replaced with factory original glass. The exhaust it's a glass pack muffler with straight pipes.
Love the wagon.
The tailgate is kind of an interesting story too. During the car accidents, neither times the tailgate was not injured, thank God, because to find another one of these is really tough.
I can imagine, yeah.
These are Mad Mook. Mad Mook's does a lot of 55 and 57 Chevy stuff, so like a Tri-5, but he also has a 58 Oldsmobile.
Okay.
So he made the shocks to hold the tailgate up.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
This tailgate actually weighs about 100 pounds.
It kind of looks like with the metal and the glass and stuff.
Yeah, for it to hold is significant like this. They used to have these little click levers that would hold it up. It was not safe. Very safe though now. This is where the gas door is.
Oh wow, I never would have guessed. That's awesome.
So very interesting.
Yeah.
It's fun going to gas stations up in New Jersey where you can't pump your own gas, and then telling somebody to fill it up and they don't know where to go. A lot of the chrome is done. I just have to put it on. We haven't had the time. Like I said, I got the car back at 12:30 on Friday night, Friday afternoon, and then drove 10 hours here.
Oh wow!
Right afterwards.
Wow.
So that was like the big shakedown. Was a 10-hour drive, I guess you'd say, after some work we had done.
Could we look inside here real quick? And you said this is a 4L60.
Yeah, 4L60 automatic with overdrive.
Okay.
Original steering wheel, original radio, original dash. We have carpet that's going in. Again, that's one thing we didn't really get to before today's show. But we wanted to keep the interior very original looking.
Yeah.
The seats were recovered, but in very factory original style. So we wanted to keep that period correct look and feel, other than the color and the rim setup. This emblem here is actually super rare. This was a new original stock Dynamic 88 emblem. To find another one of those is near impossible. I found half of one yesterday in the show.
Yeah.
Was able to buy it, but that's more nostalgia than anything.
Wow.
Yeah, and the car, it's just reliable and it's fun to drive, and you always get thumbs up and people are liking it. So.
Yeah, it's a really, and forgive the noise here, folks. We got all this awesome going on here, so.
A couple of hot rods coming through.
But yeah, so thank you very much, James. I think that's going to wrap it up here,
and
I'll do my best selfie here, but thank you so much for watching. And if you like Oldsmobiles, if you like JDM, if you like all this stuff making noise behind us, like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.
Have a good one.